I think we're supposed to be quiet. Okay. I think he said that we're live.
So I went to the doctor about it.
Hello and welcome to Take Flight Live with Phoenix Stage Company, an award-winning 100% volunteer community theater organization located in Oakville, Connecticut. I'm Ed Bassett, Executive Director of Phoenix Stage Company and your host, here with Tim Phillips. Say hello, Tim.
Hello!
I see you've got your football.
I'm wearing my football stuff. I got my Vikings.
You know they're not playing on Sunday, right?
They have never. It's been a long time since I've seen them in the Super Bowl lose all 4 times.
Yeah.
So it just happens.
Hey, I think everyone out there will be able to hear both Tim and I better this time because we figured out the microphone. It was on a setting that was weird. We have a studio audience tonight.
Yes, we do.
A studio audience of 1.
Hooray!
Chanel Dupre is here because she's picking up her prize from so long ago.
Did we put new wine bottles?
Her wine basket.
Did we refill those wine bottles?
Yeah. Right, and of course, Al Hathaway's in the room,
Al.
and our technical producer Michael is back there. DJ Michael.
And tonight we are doing Black Hog.
We are doing Black Hog tonight. We had this in the thing, so I'm being very, very careful of my liver, but this is my one time I can have a little brewski here. So
And we're doing this to celebrate our new project.
yes, our new project. I was thinking, Tim, that I might do
Put the label forward.
like a death reel of all the things we've tried that were just bad. We've tried a lot of things. We did Good News for a while, and then that went wah, wah, wah.
Yeah.
We've done some other things. We've tried things. Our YouTube review didn't work very well because of the copyright issues. But this one I think is great.
This is going to be good.
Yeah. It's going to be great. Hey, Tim.
Hey, what?
Why do cows have hooves instead of feet?
I don't know. Why do cows have hooves instead of feet?
Because they lack toes. Al.
Somebody wake up Al.
Come on, Al. You got to play the. No, Al. You got one job, Al. One job. Play the lap track after my job. No.
Hey, Ed. Hey, Ed.
Yes, Tim.
Wait, I haven't told it yet.
Yes, Tim.
How do cows get culture?
I don't know. How do cows get culture?
They go to a museum.
That's good.
That's my only cow joke.
That's good. Why did the cow jump over the moon?
I don't know. Why did the cows jump over the moon?
Because the farmer's hands were cold.
And I'm drinking.
Come on, that was a good one. I bet our friend Eva liked that one.
Yes, well, all right. What?
I bet Eva did like that one. Why are we telling all these cow jokes, Tim?
Because of the name of the show that we're doing tonight, our first melodrama is called Search. Is it called The Search?
The Search?
The Search for the Great Cow Oracle.
Or Udder Chaos. Yeah, this lovely slide that's behind us. Thank you to Michael for figuring this out, but Sharon Houk made that for us for our slide. It's kind of cool.
This is something you wrote.
I did.
This came about because we were talking about let's do something that we can do. We don't have to worry about copyright issues and stuff like that. And you've talked about all the times doing melodramas years and years ago.
Yeah.
And we said, why not resurrect them and bring them up here?
Right.
And we found out just how silly they really are. And you'll find out very shortly just how silly.
I love melodrama and I love these things. This was a challenging project. Yep. You'll see why when you start watching it. The green screen was a challenge for me for editing, but it was a real big learning experience. Mm-hmm. So we already know moving forward for our next melodrama, which is coming up, then we're going to, it's a vampire Western we're going to do next. And so, we know now we should have some time to read through and then we'll get together and do some stuff.
Because we filmed it twice because the first time we didn't have everything set up, and that's why we weren't We didn't do it last week.
Right.
Because we had some issues. We learned a lot about the green screen in 1 week. So it gave us a chance the second time to do it.
It did.
And I thought we were much better the second time.
Yeah, it was great.
Just a little more familiar with it.
The main, one of the main scenes, one of the main reasons that we had to reshoot, I ended up not being able to use the new shoot because we didn't pay attention to spiking the stage.
Yes.
So it's a split screen and there were 4 characters. So we had to shoot them at different times and we didn't pay attention to spiking. And so 2 of the characters looked like finger puppets when I put them on the screen. It was just bad. It was bad.
Not a comment on their acting or anything.
No, not at all. So so tonight we're streaming the premiere of The Search for the Great Calabrese.
Before we get into that, how was your week? We had a rough week as far as weather goes.
Oh, this weather. But here's the thing.
Shut up, Al.
You know what? Here's the thing. We live in New England.
Yes.
We do.
It's
and this stuff happens. And we've been very lucky up to now.
Yep.
It's February. We've had 1 major storm now.
Yep.
We had some snow before that we could shovel.
And you got hit pretty hard up there.
We did. We got almost 2 feet up in Torrington and
you got about a foot in.
And then yes. I have to shovel there and snow blow there, and then I have to come down here and do outside the theater.
Right.
And it was worse here. I have less shoveling to do, but because the plows go by here so close,
so it's all that
the snow gets pushed. It was waist high outside of our door, and it gets pushed right up to the building from so it sits there for a while because I don't get down here right away.
Yeah. And
so
it's
it's
funny
difficult.
because when it came down, it was a nice Al can attest to this. It was a beautiful little light powder because there's a couple times Monday I went out and shoveled between the cars and stuff like that. And it was like, oh, this is great. It's just powder. But by the morning.
But because the temperatures went up a little bit, and it was getting wetter and it settled down. So it got packed. Heavier.
And, knock on, well, we're so grateful to our neighbor, Joe, across the street from us, who I guess Lori and I look like the prototypical old people. And we were out there shoveling around our cars. And he came over with his payloader and just in 5 minutes, he had our whole driveway.
That's nice. I guess I don't look old enough. Nobody comes to help me at the.
Nobody. Wear that wig that I wore.
Nobody pities me.
Oh,
so it's you know what? It's good. It's good exercise.
It is. No, absolutely.
I've been stretching now for 3 days trying to get out. I'm a little jealous of my sister in Tennessee who's watching. Barbie is watching from Tennessee, and they don't get hardly any snow, and the temperatures are. They can be cold, but apparently right now, this time of year, they're supposed to be in the 50s in Tennessee.
Yeah.
They're a little bit colder, about 10 degrees
colder. Just
colder.
before we got that snow, it might have been the same storm system that went across the country. My brother Bruce's son, Joe in Reno, they got pounded too. But Reno, Reno gets snow.
Sure,
they're
they
in
do.
the mountains up there. So they get anything. I think Bruce, I can't remember. Bruce, you get snow once in a great while because he's in the desert out there.
Well, my nephew lives in Pueblo, Colorado. Yeah. He wakes up in June and there's snow on the ground. That's true. I mean, they never know what's going to happen in the desert out there up in Pueblo.
I still remember I drove cross country in 1984 and crossed over went over the Great Divide, and it was June. And I went up to the top of the Rocky Mountains, and to see snow out there, I actually got out of the car and I'm walking in snow in June. Yeah, it wasn't as exciting as I thought it would be.
When I was a skier, I liked it.
Yeah.
And you know what? I have a feeling that if I had someone who would come and shovel and snow blow and plow, and I never had to do that stuff, I would love snow. Because I actually love snow days.
Yes.
Like I love sitting in my house and seeing the snow come down and knowing that I'm going to be tucked in for the day, warm, and I got to keep myself busy and stuff. And that I love, but I just don't like having to go out afterwards.
I can tell you, I enjoy snow a lot more since Lori retired. Yeah. Because, when she'd go to work no matter what.
Yeah.
And there was a lot of hair-raising rides home and making sure that there was a couple times that I actually saw her slide down the driveway slide down the road past our driveway because the car wouldn't stop.
Yeah.
But it's a lot easier when you're sitting there.
These snow days gave me the 3.5 days that I needed to edit this video.
Well, there you go. Nothing else to do.
Yeah.
Nothing else to do.
So it was great fun. And I try to get it to Michael soon enough because we make him crazy. Yeah. Because he needs it this switching from live to a video makes him nuts. So
it's something we look forward to doing.
we look very forward to Thursdays, and we look forward to driving Michael crazy. And yeah. So it's, hey, speaking of crazy, hey Tim.
Hey, what?
What do you get when you cross an angry sheep and a moody cow?
I don't know. What do you get when you cross an angry sheep and a moody cow?
A bad mood.
I think we started a new drinking game for our
come on
watching at home. Every time he tells a bad joke, you have to do a drink.
Okay, all right. What do you call 2 ducks and a cow?
What do you call? I don't know. What do you call 2 ducks and a cow?
Quackers and milk. Come on, they're great. Chanel wants to laugh, but she's like laughing quiet over there.
She's in the library or something.
What happens when you talk to a cow?
I don't know. What happens when you talk to a cow?
It goes one in one ear and out the other. See, that was good, Tim.
That was I'm still drinking anyway.
What do you call a cow with a twitch?
I haven't finished my drink yet.
What do you call a cow with a twitch?
I don't know. What do you call a cow with a twitch?
Beef jerky. Come on, I love them. Okay, it's time for the birthday music. We got some birthdays.
Yes, but please go on to the birthdays.
So whose birthday is it today, Tim?
Today, actual birthday. It's our good friend Beth Steinberg.
Happy birthday, Beth Steinberg.
And she also shares this birthday with Norman Rockwell.
Yeah.
And there was somebody else too. I forgot who I wrote down that. But it's her birthday today. So happy birthday, Beth.
And yesterday was Val Vitalo's birthday.
Happy birthday, Val.
Happy birthday, Val. And on the 8th, Kathy Sturmer.
Your, Sharon sister.
Our friend Kathy. Yep, she's going to have a birthday. You can kill this music out.
Yeah.
You can kill this music.
Yeah, so that's...
we got birthdays.
Oh, wait a minute. We're forgetting one.
What?
Are we forgetting one? I think we're forgetting one.
Oh, we are forgetting a birthday.
Let's take care of this right now. I'll move some stuff aside.
So right here. So it is going to be Michael's birthday on the 6th. So we have to do this because we're going to sing.
We're going to light that thing?
We have to do this, and I'm going to light this, and you have to come get it, Michael. It's Michael's birthday on the 6th.
So everybody has to sing.
Everybody has to sing. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Michael. Happy birthday to you.
Don't blow on it until you're back over there. Ah! Over there.
Wave it out.
Boy.
Happy birthday, Michael.
Happy birthday, Michael.
He gets his own chocolate birthday cake.
He's like, why are you getting masked out? That's why we were getting the mask out. Because I blew that thing there.
Hey, Tim.
Oh, no. What?
How do you get a cow to the moon?
I'm trying to think of this one. I don't know. How do you get a cow to the moon?
You send him into outer space. You can't get to the laughs, but it's funny.
Supply your own laughs and drink.
Come on. This is great fun. I'm sure my friend Eva is laughing very hard.
Probably is.
Yeah.
So you're going to have to come up with jokes next week having to do with Valentine's Day.
Yes, I already have them. I've already been looking through my joke book and finding them. Yes.
Are these through Amber's joke
Some
book?
of them are from the joke book that Amber sent me.
Thank you, Amber.
Some are not.
Thank you.
Yeah. So I think the for you a drinking game would be anytime that I say Eva's name on the air.
I know Rob's probably doing the same thing.
Yes. Well, in between laughing so hard because my jokes are so funny.
Yes, I'm sure.
So listen, we're gonna get started with this show.
We really
so this isn't very long, and when it's over, we're gonna come back.
Yeah.
But yeah, so this is really, really fun. A big thank you to Jonathan and Casey Ross, to Lori Phillips, Michael, Tim, and Al for really putting up with me on this thing. This show was adapted from a much larger cast show to squeeze in so that just 4 people could do this thing. So this is great fun.
This is the start of
it's
something
great fun
big here.
Michael, are you ready? So please sit back, relax, and enjoy the search for the great cow oracle, or Udder Chaos.
Finally, my chance to rid the world of Arkansas Jones. I've waited my entire career for an opportunity like this.
But Doctor, we must remember that our main concern is to find the great cow oracle. After that's done and we've collected our reward, you can do whatever you wish with Jones.
I am well aware of my priorities. Just keep up your end of the bargain.
I'll do my job just fine. You keep the wangs off my back and I'll have Jones wrapped around my finger in no time.
You can wrap him anywhere you want. Just keep him there long enough for me to find the oracle first.
Well, be quick about it. There is nothing I hate more than to have to play up to us man. Men are slime, scum, pig-headed, icky. They don't deserve half of my attention. It makes me sick to even think of wasting my time oozing over a useless lump of skin and bones who spends most of his time watching football and yelling for beer, putting their petty demands on my time, thinking that I have nothing better to do with my life than to cater their slimy desires. And pregnancy! Expecting me to ruin my body and give up my life to raise more men, only to put some poor, unsuspecting female through the same hell I had to endure? And for what? Men are ingrates, thankless.
I see I found the right person for the job. At least I know you won't get personally involved. Now go and get Arkansas to trust you and report back to me as soon as you can.
Don't you worry about me, Doctor. Just hurry and find that oracle.
Chang here. Chang here. Yes, Wang? Wrong, Wang. No, nothing is wrong, Wang. You only hired me 2 hours ago. Surely you can't expect. No, I wasn't calling you Shirley. No, but. Yes, but. I know, but. What a but. Yes, Wang. You can count on Chang, Wang. The Chang gang is on the case. What, Wang? All right, Wang. The Chang Wang gang is on the case. What, Wang? All right. Right. The Wang Chang gang is on the case. Yes, I know. Yes, Wang. Goodbye, Wang. Chang! That insufferable Wang. Now I'll have to deal with his daughter. Just what I need. A woman watching my every move. I only hope she's easier to understand than her father. Now, I am certain that I have found the secret hiding place of the great cow oracle here, deep in the woods of Gopher's Gulch, hidden in a small cottage nestled in a hollow, kept on the third shelf of an old bookcase in the main room. But I'm not sure. At last, I will beat Arkansas Jones to a treasure of great legend, and I will be famous.
At last, I chanced to beat Lieberman and Chang to a treasure. I have found it. The secret hiding place of the great cow oracle. In the Chickasaw Mountains, deep in the woods of the Gopher's Gulch. Hidden in a small cottage, nestled in a hollow, kept on the third shelf of an old bookcase in the main room. What? I'm not sure. It's open.
Excuse me, sir. I'm terribly sorry to bother you, but
Just put the food on the desk over there and put it on my tab.
I beg your pardon, sir. I'm here about the job.
Have you ever done research work before?
Oh, yes. I have a resume right here.
Never mind, you're hired. Okay, look, why don't you just start by making a pot of coffee and then you can clean up this place.
Yes, of course, sir.
Oh, hey kid, what's your name?
Capsize. Ms. Capsize.
Something tells me I'm in over my head.
Your coffee, Dr. Jones. Oops, I'm so sorry. I hope this map isn't important.
Yes, just leave it alone. Yes, it's important. Everything in this room is important. Lucky for you, I have another expedition map right here. Now, go get a towel and clean this place up.
Yes, doctor. I wonder how many of those maps he has. This may not be as easy as I thought.
You know, there's something strange about this Capsize character. I almost think that she spilled that coffee on purpose. I'm going to have to watch her very closely. Hello. Look, I thought I told you not to call. I don't care if the dress doesn't fit. Listen, the dress is supposed to be tight. How else do you expect to get the evil doctor's attention? Yes, but. No, but. I know, but. What a but. Look, you get over to the doctor's lab and do your thing. Chang is expecting Wang's daughter anytime. Call me with any new information, but that's the only reason that you should be calling me. Look, forget it. The map is already soaking. You're a mess. Listen, I'm going out for a while. You can stay and clean this place up and call it a day. Be here tomorrow at 8:30 sharp.
Chang, Capsize. Get me out of here. No, you don't get it. This guy is a... No, you listen. I have never let any man run my life, and this dweeb is nothing but a man. You have no idea what it's like to... Yes, but... No, but... No, I'm not going to say what a but. You just find the oracle so I can get out of here. Men. How I loathe that they try to rule the world, ordering others around as if they owned the planet. How ridiculous! After all, we live on Mother Earth. This is the perfect time for me to find the rest of those maps for Dr. Jones's search for the Great Cal Oracle and destroy them all. Then I can concentrate my efforts on destroying him. The heathen, that man! After I clean this up. Hello? Hello? Hey!
Holy cow!
Watch it, Buster. I'm the Hathaway. You must be Chang. You're younger than I expected. I'm glad.
Oh boy.
Don't talk now. Let us remember this moment in silence. My dear doctor, Daddy has sent me to watch your every move. With your cooperation, every move could be very enjoyable.
My dear Miss Chang, your presence here is not of my choosing, and I will not have you disrupting my work with your brazen advances.
Brazen? Listen, Bob, Daddy sent me over to watch over your little operation. I can make it very difficult for you, or I can make it very easy. Now show me what you've got.
Miss Wang, I couldn't possibly.
Your maps? Show me your maps?
Oh, of course, I knew that. But the maps are very complex, and I hardly think that a young lady such as yourself would be interested in such scientific matters.
Dr. Chang, I needn't remind you that Daddy is funding your little treasure hunt. Now show me your maps.
They're right here on the table.
Thank you. What's this little red X on the Chickasaw Mountains? Deep in the woods of Gopher's Gulch, on a small stone cottage nestled in a hollow.
Well, that's nothing. Just some real estate I found enchanting. Don't you think so?
I see. An enchanting cottage deep in the woods. A perfect spot for an intimate adventure between two consenting adults. Don't you think so? Doctor.
Indeed. Why don't you go and get some Chinese takeout? And I'll clean this place up. And we can begin our work.
Oh, yes, my dear Chang. I can't be gone.
Capsize? Chang, anything new? Nothing here. Well, nothing I can't handle. Yes, she's here. You've got to work fast. These Wangs are sick people. What? Why did I get involved with the Wangs? Well, Arkansas Jones has been my arch enemy for decades, but he has an even bigger enemy, Wolfgang Lieberman. Wherever Jones finds a treasure, Lieberman is sure to be close behind to steal it from Jones. I needed the Wangs to fund this hunt for me so that I could beat Jones. And by beating Jones, I beat Lieberman too. I find the treasure and I will be famous. Just keep working your magic on Jones, and we'll have the oracle in no time. Yes, she saw the map. Yes, she saw the cottage. Don't worry, she thinks I'm buying real estate. Just keep Jones busy. I'll be in touch.
Ow.
Rope?
Check.
Flashlight?
Check.
Matches?
Check.
Galoshes?
Galoshes. Are you kidding me?
No, I am not kidding. If my mother found out that I went into the woods without my galoshes, she'd make my life a living hell.
Never mind. Let's get on with it.
Well, that's everything. Now we just have to wait for the takeout delivery.
Dr. Jones, we're going to Gopher's Gulch, not the Amazon. My research tells me that Gopher's Gulch is a thriving community nestled in the Chickasaw Mountains. Besides, I've made reservations at a lovely inn called the Pure Heart Ranch.
An inn? This is supposed to be an adventure, not a Better Homes and Garden tour. You can stay at the inn, but I'm roughing it like a real action-adventure hero. Yeah! I will say that I'm impressed with your research. Good work, kid. Maybe I should have hired a girl sooner.
You can keep your gratitude. I'm simply doing my job. I'm sorry, Dr. Jones. I was a bit overcome by my hatred for men. It won't happen again.
It's okay, kid. I mean, Ms. Capsize, it's not your fault. You're a woman. And women are supposed to be emotional, strong-willed. Well, if it weren't for women, where would men be? I mean, we wouldn't be anywhere at all, right? I mean, after all, we do live on Mother Earth, right?
Dr. Jones.
Enough apologies. We'll forget the food. We better get going.
No answer. Damn.
Chang! Oh, Chang!
Oh, no.
Oh, Channy, you've been a bad boy. Hell? I've got to find a way to get that map away from Jones. As far as I can tell, that is his last map to finding the Great Cow Oracle. But how am I going to get his attention away from the map? Nothing short of a natural disaster or... Wait, that's it. Jones is a typical action-adventure hero. He has to respond to cries for help if someone was to say, fall over a cliff. Well, here goes nothing. Sure is a long way down, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, sure. Long way down.
Sure wouldn't want to take a fall down there.
Oh, yeah, sure. Wouldn't want to fall. Wouldn't want to fall.
Whoa! 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 Oh, Dr. Jones, you saved my life. I don't know what to say.
Oh, easy, kid. Any typical action-adventure hero would have done the same.
But your map, it's gone over the edge. Now, how will you ever find the great cow oracle?
Well, kid, any real typical action-adventure hero is prepared for such things. I have another map right here. Let's get going. You got to get over to that mountain ridge by nightfall. This capsized. Missing something? Well, never mind. Off to find the great cow oracle.
Welcome to our ranch. I'm Penelope Pureheart, and this is my cousin, Sweet Sally Saccharin. Pleasure. We hope that you will find our inn comfortable during your stay. A honeymoon, perhaps? Cousin! Now, Sally, I'm just asking for the register. Mr. and Mrs.
No. What nationality is that?
He means that we aren't married yet. My name is Natasha Wang, and this is Doctor Chang.
Doctor, how nice for you. Sally, why don't you help our guests with their bags? I'll fetch some nice, fresh lemonade made by a typical helpless Western widow. Oh. Because I'm a lady, and I do ladies' things.
Oh my goodness. A body would think that this bag is full of chains or something. Perhaps the Count will assist me in bringing this up later. Count, Giuseppe full of baloney from Fagoni, New Jersey. So, Lieberman is up to his old tricks, eh? He seems to have beat us here using his old disguise as a Count. We'll have to keep a close eye on him, on our friend, lest he gets his hands on the great cow oracle.
Come, Chad. It certainly is beautiful up here, isn't it, Doctor? Dr. Jones, do you ever take the time to enjoy your expeditions? You're surrounded by the beauty of nature.
Oh, nature's nature. I'm not here for fun. I'm here to find the great cow oracle. And that's exactly what I'm going to do.
What is it about this oracle thing that has everyone so excited?
It is not an oracle thing. It's the great cow oracle. Legend has it that the holder of the great cow oracle gains knowledge of life itself, of fate, destiny, the answers to all of life's questions and all of the world's mysteries.
Well, excuse my ignorance. And just where does this great cow oracle come from?
Well, the great cow oracle is thought to have originated from the ancient Chickasaw tribe of the Palua-Pahitsi Indians, a peaceful people. The Palua-Pahitsis were a tribe of spiritual beings. In the entire history of contact with the ancient tribe of the Palua-Pahitsi Indians, no language was ever recorded. It is thought that through the use of the great cow oracle, the people of the Palua-Pahitsi tribe were able to communicate telepathically, linking their minds with the great spirit of the oracle, and thus becoming one with the great cow oracle. Now, chief of the Palua-Pahitsi people, Chief Palua-Pahitsi Waki, had a beautiful bride, Queen Palua-Pahitsi Niwaki. Queen Palua-Pahitsi Niwaki had a cousin whose stepsister's brother's uncle was in love with the chief's youngest daughter, Princess Paluapahitsi Teeny Weeny. Princess Paluapahitsi Teeny Weeny wished to marry the queen's cousin's stepsister's brother's uncle, but the chief would not allow the queen's cousin's stepsister's brother's uncle to wed his youngest daughter, but instead offered his second daughter, Princess Paluapahitsi Natsotini. The queen's cousin's stepsister's brother's uncle refused and vowed to ruin the political career of the chief.
Well, how awful. What happened next?
Well, the queen's cousin's stepsister's brother's uncle planned to kidnap the chief's youngest, Princess Paluapahitsi Teeny Weeny, and run away with her. But the queen's cousin's stepsister's brother's uncle's best friend's sister was loyal to the chief and telepathically communicated the queen's cousin's stepsister's brother's uncle's plan. The chief, he ordered the head of security, Jim Bob Paluapahitsi's Got a Donut, to arrest the queen's cousin's stepsister's brother's uncle.
Oh no, what happened next?
Disloyalty to the royal family of the Paluapahitsis tribe was punishable by death. The entire tribe gathered on top of the Chickacaw volcano, now dormant in one of the Chickacaw Mountains, to witness the sacrifice of the queen's cousin's stepsister's brother's uncle.
Oh my.
And just as Jim Bob Paluapahitsi's Got a Donut pushed the queen's cousin's stepsister's brother's uncle into the volcano, Opie Paluapahitsi Taylor.
Who's that?
Well, he's the queen's cousin's stepsister's brother's uncle.
What? Oh, okay. Oh.
Well, just as the queen's cousin's stepsister's brother's uncle was pushed into the volcano, he turned and he grabbed the great cow oracle from the keeper of the oracle.
Well, who was the keeper of the oracle?
Jethro Paluapahitsi. How now?
How now?
How now?
Brown cow.
Right. Anyway, he grabbed the great cow oracle and took it with him to his grave. And it is said that after the great cow oracle was lost, the silent people of the Paluapahitsi Indian tribe soon vanished.
Wow.
And to this day, if you quietly listen, you can hear the whistle of Opie Paluapahitsi Taylor ringing through the trees.
Well, what about the princess?
Yeah. Princess Paluapahitsi Teeny Weeny never forgave her father for taking away her true love. Having been raised with the great cow oracle as a tool of communication, Princess Paluapahitsi Teeny Weeny was unable to cope with the everyday existence that followed the loss of the great oracle. One night, distraught, she wandered off into the woods, never to be seen again.
Never?
Never. Now, there are rumors of hunters witnessing the ghost of the princess dancing through the trees.
Dancing?
With wolves.
Dancing with wolves.
Yes. And that miscapsizes why we search for the great cow oracle is so important. I'm going to go and set up our tent.
Tent? I thought we were staying at the Pure Heart Ranch.
Oh, you can stay at the ranch if you'd like. But I want to be out here with nature, where I can feel the presence of the great cow oracle.
But what about the ghosts?
Legends, Miss Capsize, purely things of imagination, wind and fog.
Legends, maybe. Wind and fog, perhaps. But after tonight, I think our brave Arkansas Jones will feel differently. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm meeting a friend at the Pure Heart Ranch. We have some planning to do.
Welcome to the Pure Heart Ranch. My name is Penelope Pure Heart, a typical young, helpless Western widow. And this is my cousin, sweet Sally Saccharine.
Oh.
Do you have a reservation?
My name is Capsize. Kate Capsize.
Oh, yes, we've been expecting you, Mrs. Capsize.
It's Ms. You have a lovely ranch, Miss Pureheart.
Why, thank you. It's a chore to keep it up, but it's a labor of love, to be sure. Nearly been lost to me on more than one occasion. Why, had it not been for him?
Him?
Yes, him.
Him who?
Him who? Don't you mean he?
Who he?
He who?
Who?
Him is our town hero.
A man.
Oh, but him is no ordinary man. Him is the very essence of masculinity.
No man deserves such admiration.
With bulging muscles.
Cousin?
Slime.
Miss Capsize.
Oh, the light glow of manly perspiration.
Cousin?
Scum.
Miss Capsize.
The golden locks flowing in the breeze.
Cousin?
Apes.
Miss Capsize.
You don't like men very much, do you?
They're okay.
Cousin, perhaps you'd like me to show Miss Capsize to her room.
Well, ordinarily, I would accept such a gracious offer with the usual charm of a typical young, helpless Western widow.
Oh.
Oh, but you mustn't forget that you promised to show the Count our little town.
Count?
Count Giuseppe Fulbaloni from Fulgoni, New Jersey.
Well, far be it from me to interfere with your plans with the Count. Just point me in the right direction and I'll be fine. I only have the one bag and I'll manage.
Well, that's very kind of you, Ms. Capsize. You'll find your room just down the hall to the right. Now, if you'll excuse us, we have to prepare a picnic lunch for the Count. Oh, yes. Because I'm a lady, and we do ladies' things.
So Lieberman is up to his old tricks. The Count is here. I've got to warn Chang and fill him in on my new plan to rid ourselves of Jones once and for all.
Quiet, it's me. What's wrong with you? You look like you've seen a ghost.
Ugh, don't be ridiculous. There's no such thing as ghosts. What are you doing?
Never mind. Where is Jones and why aren't you with him?
He's staying in a tent to be close to nature.
You should have stayed with him. What if he starts the search before you get back?
Oh, calm down, Doctor. Our deal said nothing about sleeping out of doors with creatures that inhabit the woods. And one more minute with Arkansas Jones will drive me mad. Such a typical man. No sense of style. A perfectly charming country inn, and he wants to sleep outside. Sweating. Having to use his muscles to build his own shelter. Using his animal instincts to find food. Reverting to his basic form of masculinity, to his desire to be one with nature works out perfectly for us. Luckily for you, I've had a stroke of genius.
It appears you've had a stroke of something. What are you talking about?
Are you aware of the legends around the Great Cow Oracle?
Of course, I am.
Chang! Oh, Chang! What was that?
Natasha Wang. She's looking for me.
Been busy, have we?
Shut up! Oh, tell me your evil plan.
Well, it seems that Dr. Jones doesn't believe in the legend of the Great Cow Oracle. You know, the whistler and the dancing princess. It's my plan to make him believe the legends, thus frightening him away from the Great Cow Oracle and leaving it for us to find.
Let's go to your room and sort this out.
My room?
Well, first of all, no one believes in ghosts, and if we're heard talking about it, they'll think we're loonies. Secondly, Natasha is looking for me, and I'd like to avoid her if I can.
All right, but we have to work fast. It'll be dark soon, and ghosts always work best in the dark.
I hope this works.
It will. I'll go into the tent while you stay out here and blow your whistle. Jones won't know how to deal with this. Ready?
Ready. Great idea, Capsize. We'll make Jones believe in the legends.
Be quiet. Be quiet. So you caught us. But tell me, how did you know we were coming?
I wasn't sure about you from the very beginning. Just ask them.
Yeah!
You see, you almost had me fooled, but the little bird filled me in.
Little bird? Tweet, tweet.
You,
Oh,
Natasha Wang.
Wong.
Wong?
Wang.
Wong.
You're not Wang?
No, you're Wong.
No, I'm Chang. You're Wang.
No, you're Wong, not White.
What?
Incorrect. I'm not Wang. I'm Jones.
Jones?
Jones. Oklahoma Jones.
But what about Wang?
No, there is no Wang. I invented Wang and hired you to find the great cow oracle. You see, I posed as Wang and convinced my little sister to take part of Natasha Wang to watch over you. See, I figured that by posing as Wang and hiring you, if you found the great cow oracle before I did, I'd still get possession of the oracle.
Well, I'm impressed, Jones. I would applaud if my hands weren't tied and handcuffed.
No need. Now I can put the evil chain behind bars, and I have the great cow oracle.
You have the oracle?
Yes, Doctor. I found the oracle while you two were plotting to frighten me away.
I don't believe you.
You don't, eh? Well, here it is.
Looking for this? Wolfgang Lieberman? Lieberman, what's going on?
You got me again, Lieberman. Always one step behind me to steal my treasure, like a dirty shadow.
Yes, Jones. Once again, I have something you want. We must start meeting under better circumstances, dear Dr. Jones.
You won't get away with this.
Oh, shan't I now? Untie them. Now!
Yes, we'll join forces.
Oh, shut up. We'll do nothing. I'm simply acting by the rules of evil. Paragraph 40, Section 30 of the Evil Guy's Handbook. Any bad guy will always demand that the other bad guys be untied when being held hostage by the good guys.
Go ahead. Go ahead, sis. Untie them. Easy, Miss Capsize. Take it easy.
Jones, I'm not really a bad girl, you know. It's just in the script.
Yeah, I know, kid. The script of life.
No, I mean the script for this show. In the last show, I played a good girl, Jones. Honest.
Oh, I believe you. I believe you, Miss Capsize.
Jones,
Yeah, kid.
call me Kate, will you?
Sure thing, Kate.
Kiss me.
What?
Kiss me, Kate.
Gee, I'm sorry, Arkansas.
Oh, that's all right. She wasn't a very good kisser.
What now? Chang is dead and Lieberman got away.
Yeah, I'm sorry about Chang.
Oh, it's okay. He was a lousy kisser. Lieberman has the oracle.
No, he doesn't. You see, that one was a fake. The real oracle is made out of stone, not hollow ceramics.
Wow. Both the evil guys gave it up for nothing. What is it about this cow thing anyhow?
It's not a cow thing, kid. Look, let's go get some lunch and I'll tell you all about it. You see, it all started with this little tribe.
Hello, Wendy.
Oh my gosh.
Apparently everyone thought Tim looked like Wendy.
Yeah, we had KFC and Wendy in there at the same time.
You're such a square burger. Listen, that was, I gotta say, that was it was really fun to do that.
It
It was fun to see that. So I think we talked about this last time, but my sisters are both watching.
Yep.
And so that particular melodrama was written as a sequel to Penelope's Predicament or Woe Is Me,
Whoa.
which we will actually see next. So
We
you'll see some of these characters coming back.
No, not all.
Yes, I'm sorry, Tim, but yes, you'll have that wig on again. And I kept your dress down for you. And
Thanks.
so my sisters who are watching, they both actually took parts in that. My sister Barbie played Sweet Sally Saccharin
Oh.
in the show.
Mhm.
And so the Great Cow Oracle, this version that you saw, is much smaller than the original. It had other characters. There was a character called Kid Caboose, who was the typical sidekick to a superhero.
Oh,
And there were other characters that we saw in there.
Right.
So Penelope's Predicament will be next, and we're going to meet Count Giuseppe Fullabaloni from Fulgoni,
New Jersey.
New Jersey,
Yeah.
and his mother, Mama Fullabaloni from Fulgoni,
From New Jersey.
New Jersey. Yeah. So we'll meet all of them in there. So I hope that brought back some memories to them, because it was really my mom was a fan of my weird sense of humor. Somebody was. And so she had asked me to write, we had read Penelope's Predicament at one holiday, and she asked me to write something else. So I came up with the Great Cow Oracle, and we read it around the table.
Yeah.
My mom particularly enjoyed Penelope's Predicament because she read the role of Mama Fullabaloni.
Yes.
And she was able to tell my father to shut up repeatedly as a character. So she
That's worth
enjoyed
right there.
She enjoyed that a whole lot, and I know that I hope that this brought some memories back to my sister too.
I want to
You know, we had some that sketchy.
Yeah, we had some issues.
Just watch it again, and the reason for that issue is not the recording.
No.
It is our Wi-Fi.
It's all right.
So if we're going to continue these events, we need to look into increasing our capability or our capacity. Is it capability or capacity? I don't know if they're Wi-Fi.
Capability of having capacity.
Our
Whoa.
bandwidth.
I have plenty of bandwidth myself.
I'm yes. Uh,
I want to say,
yeah.
you notice my beer is a different color than yours. We started drinking every time somebody made a funny comment during the show.
Well, speak for yourself.
And I was drinking a lot.
Yeah, no.
The comments, Chanel was telling
You
us
know,
what
this
people
is
were
my
saying.
kind of humor, and I apologize to Donna, who was so waiting for my typical fart.
There wasn't.
There wasn't one in this one, Donna. And so I will put one
Make
in
up for
Penelope's
it.
predicament just for you.
Oh, well, there you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
And yeah,
It was
this was
so fun, so stupid, and so fun.
it was.
I
And
would
this
love to do this in front of a live audience.
and this was not a typical melodrama
Yeah.
in terms of the performance style.
Right.
But we literally dropped off the scripts the night before
Yeah.
to Jonathan and Casey.
Yeah.
We had cue cards around and stuff,
Thank
obviously.
God,
You know,
thank
and
you, God.
Jonathan was very nervous about that. He
had to
he
tell
said,
the whole story.
"Do you want this to look like a Saturday Night Live skit?" Yes. I don't mind that at all.
And he had
And
to
so-
learn how to say Palua Pahitsi.
Palua Pahitsi.
Yes.
That was quite
That was quite a
a
scene.
feat.
Yeah.
Palua Pahitsi and Palua Pahitsi
Where did
Waki.
you come up with
Palua
that?
Pahitsi Niwaki. So I'll tell you where Palua Pahitsi came from. So years ago in high school,
Yeah.
I worked as a counselor at a camp for special needs adults.
Yep.
And there were two separate camps, adults and children. And I worked at a camp for special needs adults, and was up in Vermont. And so behavior modification is something that you do when you have individuals that cause trouble or their behavior needs to be modified.
Right.
You come up with a positive reinforcement method for behavior modification. I invented the Palua Pahitsi Indian tribe of Vermont.
Ah.
And so I was the medicine man. I have photographs of myself at the camp.
Oh, we need to get those.
I
photos.
made a costume for myself, and I would induct individuals into the Palua Pahitsi tribe and give them a name.
Okay.
And they would get a badge that they wore.
Uh-huh.
And they were allowed to go into the dining hall first. We had our own camp outs, like certain
Sure.
counselors would come.
Yeah.
We had ice cream socials. We had things during camp. And if they broke the behavior contract,
Yeah.
then the chief of the Palua Pahitsis, Palua Pahitsi Waki, would go to their cabin in the morning and yank their Pahitsi, which was their badge. He would take their badge away, and
bad.
they then became part of the normal, regular old
Right.
population.
Yeah.
And they didn't. So it was hugely successful.
Was it?
You know, we chose the worst behaved man and the worst behaved woman, and we made them the chief and the queen. And their behavior changed. They had scepters that they carried made out of wood that were carved. They carved them in arts and crafts and
Wow.
wrapped in yarn. And it was hugely successful. And so the Palua Pahitsis were born at that camp, and it was great fun. And I have really fond memories of that. I'll bring the picture
Oh, we need
of,
to see that
of
picture.
inducting some of these, some of the
Yeah,
folks in.
yeah.
It was a really good, it's weird. I had a mustache then.
Wow.
Yeah, it looked like a caterpillar under my nose, and so it was really weird.
What are you, 12
Yeah, so.
So we are going to be doing this the second one,
Well,
Penelope's
Penelope's predicament, or Woe is Me,
Woe is Me.
is the prequel to.
The
It's not
prequel.
really a prequel.
Well, I
it's
mean, it's not-
separate, but
yeah.
they visited. So Pure Heart's Ranch comes from
But you have
Penelope's
a lot of background
predicament.
already, and we're planning to do this one at the end of February.
Right, and we're bringing in Michael
Michael.
Calabrese and Eric Calabrese to be in that show. Surprise, Eric! And so, Eric will. I already have the parts planned out for him. He definitely will be Swiss Miss in that one. He'll have the Penelope wig on, and so it will be.
I want to say,
It will be great fun.
when we recorded that, Michael came out, and that kind of came out of nowhere. Like, hey, Michael.
Yeah, so Michael was not supposed to be in the show,
No.
right? We filmed this on two different
Right. Two Saturdays.
because I had some difficulties technically. I didn't pay attention to things on the first
We learned a
Saturday.
lot with that.
And so I had Casey and Jonathan come in again on a Saturday,
Yep.
and
Yep.
we brought in extra hands. And Michael was one of those extra hands. He was standing behind a camera, and I said, I have to go get changed for the final scene. Wait a minute. Michael, you can do it. And he said, what? I don't want to be on camera. I don't want to be on camera. And I said, no, Michael, you can do it. Put this raincoat on.
Cue cards.
That's why the raincoat was so big, because it was mine. And so he put on that eye patch and that hat, and in 2 takes, we had that scene.
And I'll say why it was the second take, because after the first take, I was like, Michael, you kind of sounded Irish in that.
He
one.
did. He turned into the Lucky Charms guy. But you know what? It doesn't matter. And
great.
so
Awesome.
as a result of that, Michael will be coming back as Count Giuseppe Fullabaloney from Fulgoni, who we all know is really Count Lieberman or Wolfgang Lieberman.
We know that?
We've talked about that. Wolfgang Lieberman was
I
disguised
don't
as the Count.
follow
You can't
this.
remember what you did?
No.
Oh
I
my
record
goodness.
a scene and boom, it's out of my
Oh
head
my
like
goodness.
that.
So
Right, Casey?
Michael will be back
Yes.
in that, and it's going to be great fun again. I love this whole idea.
This is a lot of fun. We're having a lot of fun doing it. You're going to love coming in and working on it. I know the day that Casey and Jonathan here, we just had
And again,
a ball.
Casey and Jonathan, I apologize for dropping a script off on a Friday and telling you to be here on a Saturday to do this thing, especially with all that Palua Pahitsi nonsense in there. Jonathan, you did an amazing job on that. I give you huge credit. So
I got to tell you too, I got the script too. And Lori will back me up on this one. I was freaking out.
well,
I had to go downstairs. I had to memorize this script. And you kept saying,
don't memorize it. Don't memorize it. The cards, we had 3 different sets of cue cards. We had scripts everywhere. We had stuff available
Very
for people,
large
but
print.
I wanted it to be that rough kind of thing going on, and it worked for you.
It looked like a Saturday Night Live.
It was.
It was fun.
It was very good. The hardest scene for us was that split screen scene with you as the Colonel from KFC and Wendy sitting on the other side. That was
Eric.
That was the hardest scene for us because that was technically difficult for me.
Yeah, there's a lot to pay attention to in a scene like that with as far as who's sitting where, who's doing what,
where you are, what level you're at.
The second time we put pauses in to make sure it was right.
But I couldn't use any of it anyway. I had to use the first one, so it's okay. And a big shout out to my friend Colleen Renzullo, who turned me on to the software that I am using for this. Thank you so much.
Will there be any split screens in the next one?
There are.
Oh, golly.
Yes. Yeah, actually, Eric is going to be in a big split. Oh, no, not. Okay. I'm sorry.
That's for the other
in
one.
the Vampire Western, there's a split screen with
later.
one person on screen with themselves.
Yeah.
Chanel's already voiced interest in coming in and being a part. I know that Tony Benedetti has. We'll probably bring Amber in at something. Donna, I have a role just waiting for you. So I'm looking forward to having Donna in to do some stuff with us. But yeah. We
hope you enjoyed it. It was just fun for us.
Watch it again when this bandwidth problem is not in here. Yeah. And we're going to start looking. I'll start looking now at how we can solve that problem if I need a booster out here or how we're going to do that.
It's all public now too. The clear uploaded version. That's not the live.
Oh, okay, so the clear uploaded version is live now, and so you can watch it again.
Make sure you have a drink.
And I hope that Eva Rishinovsky, I said it. I said Eva.
Oh, wait, sorry.
I hope that Eva, I said it again. I said it again. I said it again. Eva. I hope that Eva Rishinovsky enjoyed it. It was good, clean fun. And it was all about cows.
Cows. And that oracle, Lori found that little oracle.
She did, and that's actually a cowie bank.
It's a cowie bank.
Yeah.
But it's not the oracle.
No, because the oracle is made of solid stone.
See, if you were paying attention.
And honestly,
you would know that.
Honestly, Eva's going to do.
Oh, Jesus. Sweet Jesus.
Eva is going to do this research for me. I would like to know, Eva, if a stone falls into a volcano, will it melt? I know that she's very into that earth stuff, and I know she watches a lot of science stuff with her dad.
Yeah.
If the stone oracle were to fall into a volcano with Opie Paloopi Taylor, would it melt?
Well, Opie would definitely melt.
Yeah.
Or fry.
You know that. So originally, I was going to have the whistle from the Andy Griffith
we
song.
talked about this last week.
At the end of the show for Opie Paloopi Taylor.
He was supposed to walk off with
the whole rigmarole. And I'm glad I didn't, because today I got an email from someone.
No.
Today I got an email from someone following up saying,
No. Really?
Yes.
And this is why we were talked about it. It was a big whole legal thing. And that woman said, what'd she say? Oh, honey,
She said, oh, honey, just whistle. Have fun with
whistle.
that.
Just
Somebody can
pretend
whistle in the
somebody
bathroom. You can catch it on your audio. Jennifer Jones from BMI, you were wrong.
Well, thank you, honey, though.
You were wrong.
Bless your heart for trying.
Because some guy named Daniel emailed me today and said, don't.
Daniel did that.
Daniel.
You didn't like it, huh?
No.
Well, sorry, Daniel. We didn't use it anyway.
And he looks like Daniel.
Oh,
yeah.
We're getting in trouble for that.
Oh my gosh. Sorry, Elton.
Sir Elton.
Sir Elton. So Eva is going to do a little bit of research for us, and hopefully we'll have that. We'll have the answer for that
That's good.
on our next podcast. Whether a stone would melt, what happens to a stone when we drop it into liquid magma? Magma.
I'm like saying that word.
Magma.
Let's talk about next week.
Yeah. So next week, because
it's coming up to Valentine's
it's
Day.
the approach to Valentine's Day, right?
Yep.
So we're going to talk about romantic shows, romance on stage. So we would like all. Sorry,
I'm
not used to drinking this. I'm all like.
We want your stories. We want your. First of all, we want your opinion. We want to know what you think is the most romantic scene on stage that
from any show,
play, musical, whatever. We want to know what you think those were. Secondly, we want to know how you played something romantic on stage. So,
if you have a favorite romantic role
that you've done, now you did a couple of roles that have romance in them.
I've only had one, I think.
Fireflies.
I think that's the only one.
Well, Almost Me was all about romance.
Oh, with Casey.
Yeah. Casey and also.
Oh, but Sandrine left me. No, Sandrine made me cry, and I made Deb cry. I made Lori cry, and I didn't mean to.
But there's a lot of good romance in there, and we want to hear from you.
But my wedding song, I found my wedding song when I put the music together for.
Oh, that's right.
Yes.
I remember that.
Yes. Yeah. I'll play it for you next week, because we do have a license for it. So I'll play it for you next week.
So we want you to send those things to either put them on my Facebook account, send it to me, or send it to
Ed at phoenixstagecompany.org. It'll be up there someday.
Someday.
Not down here, Tim. Up there. Green screen.
Last time we did that.
Yeah, last time we did it here. Now we know it's green
but
screen.
Send it to Ed
at phoenixstagecompany.org.
Whatever you think is the most romantic thing you've ever seen on stage, whatever roles you think you ever played that were romantic, we want to hear these stories, and we're going to talk about them next week.
It's true.
It'll make me think about it.
We'd also like to know about your, for all of our couples out there, your proposal stories.
So
I'd like to know, how did Rob propose to Tori?
Yeah.
How did Chris propose to Jamie?
You want to hear mine real quick?
How is Dan going to propose to Deb? Oops.
Sorry.
Spoilers.
Because mine was on Valentine's Day.
Oh, it was. We'll talk about it next week. So next week we'll hear about Tim's proposal to his wife, Lori. I'm gonna guess you weren't wearing a red wig or dressed as the Colonel from KFC.
No.
Yeah.
Nobody got all the plans got changed.
And we are going to hear about Michael's proposal to Eric, because I know about that one, and it was awesome. And so we're going to hear about that.
Well, we heard about a little bit.
He's going to say no.
We heard a little at the wedding, right?
We heard a little bit. Yeah. So we'll know.
At the wedding, you're going to get to hear it.
Yeah, you'll get that. So that's really that. So that's what next week is about. It's about love.
It's about love.
And then the following week we're going to be filming. Because
but we also have a guest in 2 weeks.
We do have a guest. So Jim Lertzema is going to be joining us in a couple of weeks to talk about his new sound studio that he's got and the work that he's been up to. We're going to talk to him. I'm looking forward to that.
Do you notice that we're talking a lot more since we started drinking beer again?
I've just got a lot to get into.
Just be me.
Tim, I've had a couple sips. I mean, my glass is hardly empty.
That's your second one.
No, it's not.
Oh, okay.
Wait.
What?
What? Oh, I just got a something.
Deb propose
Eva just answered.
Oh, wait.
Hold on. Okay, so I'm going to restart this video.
Okay, it's an audio.
It's an audio clip. And
Rob
so
asked her.
Rob asked a question. So here we go.
Eva, what would happen if the stone oracle fell into a volcano?
I think if the volcano, like the lava hardens, I think there would be separate gems scattered all over there. And if it did happen, this would be one of them.
So the gems, there would be gems, and then she has a picture that she showed me.
Oh.
She showed a picture that was awesome. So it would melt and become gems.
Oh.
So yeah,
So
and she
smart.
had a picture of gems. She watches a lot of great stuff with her dad. So thank you, Eva, for sharing that information with us. We really appreciate it very much.
Uber.
She's like our biggest fan, Eva. She watches us every Thursday. We love you, Eva Rishnovsky.
Stop it.
Yeah. So listen, we need to say thank you
Yes.
to our sponsors. So Al's going to hit some music for us in a second,
The sponsor.
and Michael's going to do our thing.
Can Michael do our thing?
We can't see ourselves
We
this
don't
week,
have our
so we're
little
just kind of
monitor, so
we're just working.
going.
Yeah. So
It's up. Yay.
Al, hit your music. So thank you to our sponsors.
Black Hog Brewing Company.
Black Hawk Brewing Company from Oxford, Connecticut, out by the airport. We were just talking today that we haven't been there in
We
so
haven't been there
long.
in a while. We missed them. We gotta
haven't
get
seen
over
them, so
there.
we have to make
Yeah.
sure we do.
Yeah.
And Sierra Ridge Media Arts from Naugatuck, Connecticut. Our
Yay,
friends Deb
Deb
and
and
Jeff
Jeff.
Bryan. Thank you so much for everything you do. Arabesque Dance and Theatrical Supply.
Coming soon.
Moving to Oakville, Connecticut, very, very soon. We're really excited about that. We'll be located in the Pin Shop Factory.
Yes.
It's going to take us some time to get going, but
Very exciting news.
tomorrow I'll be at the store with Michael, and we're going to start our
I
packing.
mentioned that today. I was talking. Hi, Mary
Yeah.
Rosengrant. I mentioned that Michael and you had decided to move Arabesque. She said that store's been there since dirt.
53 years in one location, and here's 53 years of paper receipts.
And
Woo!
he never threw
Yeah.
one away.
Don't forget to subscribe to our channel, to like our channel.
Yes.
And as always, if you'd like to donate to Phoenix Stage Company and support your community theater, you can visit phoenix-stage-company.site anytime you want to. Thank you all very much for tuning in. Until next time, goodbye. Say goodnight, Tim.
Send us those Valentine things. Good night, everybody.